Hiya, it's Amanda here from Lolly Lulu Crafts, and today I have a Cricut cartridge to show you. I have the Potions and Spells one, which is a really fun Halloween cartridge, and as I normally do, I'm going to run through the Cricut book with you. However, what is slightly different is this is a digital version of the booklet, and normally we do the actual physical booklet, but because I downloaded the cartridge digitally, I thought I'd still show you the booklet. So here we go. So the first page is obviously the front of the manual, and I quite like looking at it on digital versions because you can get a really big view. Because if you imagine this would only be sort of 4 inches square, something like that, maybe 5 if we're lucky, because they've changed the way the books are done. So I think it's quite fun to see. Now what you get is at the front of these new manuals or books, handbooks I think they call them, that's it, you get a section now that shows you each of the completed images. So you've got these here, and the numbers underneath are the pages that they will be found on. So you've got all these images, and then when you go through to the actual pages, it breaks that down into the different layers. But this actually shows you the completed image, which I think is really helpful to do, and it means you can then look at this and think, oh, I want to do this card, and know to go to page 15, or in this case, this one. I think that's really fun. So it also gives you a really good idea of how the images are supposed to end up looking. And I think this is quite a good Halloween cartridge. It's a little bit darker, a little bit more grown up, I think. And I think that it's nice to see that sort of slightly more grown up Halloween look, which I think is quite good. So here we've got the first page and the first image, and this is showing you the same image here as we saw on those sampler pages, as it were. But then we've got the breakdown and the layers. So this is like layer 1. This is the shift plus. So the number 1 is referring to the number 1 on the new layout of the buttons. So the universal overlay. So that's button number 1, and that's just on its own. And then we've got shift plus button number 1. Well, there's nothing there for that one. Then we've got function key 1 plus the button number 1, and then shift function key plus button number 1, etc, etc. So if you want to know a little bit more about how the universal overlay works, I will put a link to my video and blog posts, etc, in this video's corresponding blog post. This video is really just about looking at the actual booklet, as I often do. So here we go. So we've got really fun Halloween images, and well, I don't think fun's the right word. They're spooky, aren't they? They're really kind of gothic-y, and I'm really liking them. I think it's just nice to have that more serious, well, more grown-up Halloween, I think. I think that's the only way to do it. I love that. I think that would make a really good card. That looks like Batman. Oh, it is a bat. It is a bat. I love that one. Can you imagine? You could put a picture of you. I mean, you could chop the card part off if you didn't want to, or you could use this bit and that bit, and you could have this on a scrapbook page as with your photograph of your kids all dressed up or something. Oh, that's not good. Definitely not good. Oh, let's get past them. And that one. Oh, he's not much better, is he? I mean, they really are quite gruesome, aren't they? I like that. That would make a fun card. Oh, I don't know why I keep saying fun. Great card. Oh, that's good, isn't it? I like that. I'm just liking all the layering as well. I think that's really cool. Oh, wow. Skull. Oh, look at that. Again, apart from just a card, you could make a really good Halloween bags and treat bags. You could put that across the top of a treat bag, and that would just be really freaky for a kid. I love that. And that one, you could put the rat, slightly small rat, underneath that cat. And the cat could be pouncing. And definitely that one, they could both be either side of the rat. And that could be the after picture, looking very satisfied with himself. I'm liking this for the corners and across the top. I don't know, what is it about iron gates and Halloween? We always have that kind of look. I like that with the cobweb through that. I just think they're really nice images. I love the kind of look of them. They really are spooky. Like that with the cat. Oh, look at that. That would be so cool. Oh, look at that with it. I love the vapours coming out of a cauldron. That's so cool. And that's the name of the cartridge, actually, I think. Potions and Spells, but again, it's a really nice one. Something Wicked This Way Comes. I always thought it was Something Wicked Comes This Way, but anyway. Once Upon a Midnight Dreary. Oh, Nevermore. And this, I mean, that you could do it, just that layer. You don't have to do it with the shadow layer if you don't want. Whoops, going the wrong way. Old Black Magic. Happy Halloween. Okay, and that's going to come out. They're very carefully overlaid, all the layers except for the E's here and the N. They're separate letters, but the rest of them are all linked, which is kind of good. And of course you've got the background there, so you've always got something to guide you as to where they're to go anyway. Along Came a Spider. Ooh, it's made me go all creepy. I tell you why, what happened was I woke up the other night because I felt something on me, and I looked down and I was half dark, and I was like, there is something on me. And then I put the light on and there was a spider crawling all over my legs, and he was really big. Luckily for me, little Miss Daisy came to the rescue, and she dealt with the spider. I normally pick them up and put them out, but I sort of squeaked because it was like, ah! And she was like there. She's obviously, her breed being a corgi and Staffy and Jack Russell, etc. She's a real little ratter, a little hunter, so she was there and after it. We don't normally let her go near animals, but obviously that was a little bit sooner than, she was protecting me. So now I'm kind of like, oh, don't know about these. I'm not normally worried about spiders, but after that it's kind of like every time I feel anything, and with my long hair and this sort of, I've got a fan on in the heat and the hair keeps blowing and tickling my arms, and I'm thinking, oh, and it's not, it's just my hair. Anyway, this is the cartridge, so I hope you like it as much as I do. I think it's so good. I really, really like this, and I'm looking forward to making some cards and things and projects with this. So keep watching, because I'm sure there'll be some. We'll have to do some before the end of October, so we'll be doing some soon. So I hope you've enjoyed having a little look at this with me, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.